Oh hey, look! Xbox hit a big milestone. You know, I think after a decade and a half of bullying Xbox, it seems like they're finally getting their shit together. Slowly, but Game Pass is fucking awesome. The games dropping on it have been some of the best of the year. Just don't fuck it up.
A few moments later.
Holy shit, it is fucking impressive how fast and how poorly this tweet aged. That's gotta be some kind of fucking record, right? Well, go ahead, Microsoft. Give yourself a round of applause. What are you doing? Stop clapping! Like 8 hours later, Xbox announced they're raising prices across the fucking board and are now joining Nintendo in the $80 video game club. No, stop, you're still in fucking third place. God damn it, dude, I hate it here. Also, let me just say for the record, the irony of me following up my last video where I talked about Xbox being pro-consumer with a video about Xbox being anti-consumer is not lost on me. I don't think Bill Shakespeare could write comedy this well. I tried my best to find an explanation for these price hikes, but much to my chagrin, I found jack shit, which leads me to believe these price hikes were done for nothing more than shits and gigs. And it's for reasons like this I pray day and night for a goddamn gaming crash. You see, it's starting to get to that point where it's just becoming too expensive for people to get into the hobby, which only damages the industry by shrinking the amount of money that can be made. Like, I'm getting really fucking tired of these companies grabbing me by the ankles and shaking me like, oh, come on, I can hear a little bit more money in there. And what's funny is it's Xbox that decided to jump in the $80 water second, right after Nintendo. I mean, after the announcement of $80 Mario Kart, we all resigned ourselves to knowing that definitively Grand Theft Auto would at least be $80, but we all kind of assumed we wouldn't see another $80 game until Grand Theft Auto. And also, it's hysterical that it's Xbox that thinks it can get away with this shit. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You're Xbox. Like, you're in no position to bargain with anyone. How dare you come in here and flop your $80 dick on the table and expect me to suck it off? I swear to God, it's like they had one good year and they decide to shit the bed immediately. Dude, gaming is so fucking cooked, dude. It's embarrassing how bad things have gotten. We should be ashamed of ourselves for allowing things to get to this point. I mean, I certainly don't want to start finger pointing, J-Tech.
It says Sony.
But like, we literally just saw the release of two $50 games that are doing extremely fucking well right now. One of which is being considered for Game of the Year. I haven't played Expedition 33, but I plan on it. Just give me some time. But what does this price hike do for us, the consumer? Jack fucking shit, because games are still broken at launch, all except for the fucking in-game storefront, which is always somehow perfectly intact, but they still expect us to buy battle passes, season passes, Lilu Dallas multi-passes. They want to charge us for the fucking color blue, in addition to charging us $80 fucking day one base game, for a game that may not even be in the best shape, for a game that may not even get dev support, or my personal favorite, ignore all of the problems, fix shit that doesn't need to be fixed, and throw in more microtransactions. I swear, it's like I finally buy one $70 game and it's like microtransaction the fighting game. Like, what is our breaking point? I know there's some of you that just love giving companies your money because it makes you feel good inside, but you have to understand that you are absolutely fucking over the rest of us who want to save money by continuing to buy into shit like this. I mean, none of these prices are going down. They've only gone up. This is the first console generation in existence where consoles didn't go down in price as the console generation continued. How the fuck is that even possible? How the fuck is that even accepted? And we're just supposed to be okay with this? Which also leads me to believe that sooner rather than later, PlayStation is going to start charging $80 for games. Isn't the argument against PC is that it's too expensive to get into? Goddamn, keep telling yourself that when the PS6 drops at $1,000 base, with no fucking disk drive, with no stand, and all the games are $100. Are people gonna break out the fucking inflation calculator then and try and justify console inflation or some retarded shit like that, rather than, you know, just going ahead and getting into PC now while they can? I want to see the fucking cope videos about that shit. I mean, in my opinion, now's the best time to jump ship from console. Time to get a PC where you don't have have to pay for online components, you get mods, you get access to several different storefronts, you can emulate, you can bop it, you can pull it, and also you can pirate it. Or the alternative is stay on console, get nickel and dime to death, pay for more, get less, get no respect, get fucked, and you're left at the mercy of some company that would totally mug you in a back alley. Because if one thing pisses me off more than price hikes, it's inconsistencies. I don't want to hear a bunch of people bitching about $80 games right now, only to try and justify $100 games next year.
It says Sony.
It's important that we stand on our morals now while we can, and we actually start voting with our fucking wallets. Because if we don't, shit is just going to get worse from here. I'll be looking at you, Puerto Rock. I'm watching you. Because a lot of those Sony Corpo bootlickers that would justify Sony's egregious prices would often use the argument, oh, you paid for quality. I mean, very soon, you'll be paying more for Xbox games than you will for PlayStation games. So what does that say about their quality? Well, let's keep it 100. No game is worth $80. I don't give a fuck how much money you spent on it. I'll just catch this shit for $20 on sale, fam. Like, I'm not running out of games to play right now. And I hope it's now in hindsight that these fanboys see just how fucking retarded that argument was. Like, okay, Xbox is now charging more money for games than Sony. Does that make Xbox games of higher quality than Sony's? Like, how does this work? Who's making the rules here? So, like, by that logic, Sony should start then charging like $90 to $100 per game, because charging the consumer more tells them that it's definitely a mark of quality and it won't be dog shit, and it'll definitely show that like it's definitely better than the Xbox games, which are only $80. Like, this is some dangerous territory here. Now, I have seen people trying to damage control for this and try and blame Nintendo for opening up Pandora's box, but just because Nintendo shit in the pool doesn't give Microsoft an excuse to also shit in the pool, because now we got two people shitting in the pool. How does that help us get shit out of the pool? And now the third kid is looking at the other two kids and he's convinced himself the best thing to do is to also shit in the pool. Microsoft did nothing wrong. If that's the case, then why are they in third place? I mean, you gotta be fucking kidding me with this tweet. Was this serious? Like, I can't tell if you're that dumb or if this is the greatest Andy Kaufman-esque parody tweet ever. But don't change. Keep it up. Never thought I'd see the day when someone said Microsoft did nothing wrong and mean it. Xbox raised the prices because they saw how Xbox Series X keeps beating PlayStation 5 Pro in so many games. Oh shit, is that what happened? If only there were competent competition other than Sony and his failing hardware. Xbox! Are you being sarcastic or retarded? We all know Xbox's hardware is failing because of dumb, stupid business decisions like this. I mean, they literally had to do nothing and they would be fine. And somehow they found a way to fuck even that up. The truth be told, I can't tell you why they decided to raise the prices other than they're just fucking stupid, because there's no way you can convince me that they thought this was a good idea and this would somehow lead to more console sales. You would have an easier time convincing me that Alex is involved. And then there was Snap Blast, who tried fucking gaslighting everybody. Like, dude, this is some if your friend jumped off a bridge ass logic. Again, just because someone else shit in the pool doesn't give you an excuse to also shit in the pool. It's just insult to injury that it's Xbox who has the fucking audacity to do this shit. Like, didn't they have a report about only selling 2 million consoles or some shit? Nobody was buying Xboxes before. They're definitely not buying them now. Still cheaper than the PS5 Pro with the disk drive. Dude, this is like saying, yeah, but when Microsoft butt fucks you, their dick is only 6 inches long. What, I'm supposed to be grateful because they have a smaller dick? Call me old-fashioned, but I prefer not to get butt fucked. At least not by a company, you know. But the fun doesn't end there, because why would it? Because there are more Xbox fanboys trying to damage control and shift blame onto Nintendo and shit. Ladies and gentlemen, see money and Mr. Boomstick. Okay, so we're not gonna watch this whole clip, but there are a few moments I want to kind of highlight and talk about.
Everybody wants to raise their prices, right? Nobody does not want to. So everybody has the ideas, everybody has the plans ready to go. It's just, when do you pull the trigger? And I could tell you The reason they pull the trigger now is very simple. The same reason I pull the trigger and raise our prices.
Hold the fuck on. Did I just hear what I think I heard?
The same reason I pull the trigger and raise our prices.
You raised the prices of your channel memberships? What sort of Reforged gaming horseshit is this?
Because someone else did.
So because another channel raises their channel memberships, you also feel the need to raise your channel memberships?
That doesn't make sense.
I told you,
It's Nintendo's fault. Nintendo made us do it.
as soon as Nintendo told the world that we think this stupid fat plumber is worth $80 on his little baby ass go-kart, the world's gonna be like, bro, if they're gonna charge for that stupid ass game $80, what the hell are we gonna charge for our fables of the world?
Let me stop you right fucking there. Like, I get what you're trying to do, but knock it off. Just because Microsoft spent a shitload of money on Fable doesn't make it this, like, valued IP that warrants an $80 price tag. Like, Sony spent way too much money on those Horizon games, and it hasn't turned into the beloved household name that they were hoping. Like, just because they overspent on the budget doesn't mean I should be overcharged as a consumer. Like, I don't get it. Unless a game sucks my dick, I am not paying that much money for it. And good luck trying to convince people with, yeah, but it's Fable. Fable! I don't think the Fable IP has ever carried that much weight. I'm gonna be honest, as like one of the only 12 diehard Fable fans, I feel like I don't run into other Fable fans.
If everybody's willing to pay $80 for that crap,
Shut the fuck up. Just because Mario Kart is overpriced doesn't mean it's crap. Mario Kart fucking rules, man. That's why everyone is so pissed.
this was like, oh snap, Nintendo done did it. Let's go ahead and get on the ball now.
Nintendo has nothing to do with this. Like, Xbox being more successful doesn't change shit. If Xbox was #1 in the world, it would just mean they would be the first one to charge you 80 instead of Nintendo. Like, just because Nintendo struck first doesn't also mean that Microsoft wasn't also planning on doing the same exact shit regardless.
No, again, brother, this is a cause and effect situation, folks.
Alright, you know what? Fuck it. I'll hear you guys out. Let's just say this is directly connected with Nintendo. And instead of doing nothing, they decided to price match Nintendo because they're also greedy fucking assholes. And you're gonna call them out, right? It's time to call out Microsoft. Like, we were shitting on Nintendo, so you're also going to shit on Xbox, right?
I think we were all a little bit taken aback by the price of the console.
Yeah, no shit.
Now, granted, look, I'm with Hargeet on this. I think $449 is not bad for what they're giving you.
No. We are not doing this. We are not doing... My platform has a whole bunch of perceived value in my biased perspective, so therefore they're justified to raise their prices. Nintendo fanboys do it, PlayStation fanboys do it, now you fucking Xbox fanboys are doing it. Look, I hate to break your fanboy feelings. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. I love doing this. But Xbox should still absolutely be walking on eggshells, trying not to piss everyone off. They should be grateful people even still fucking play on that console. Stop trying to fucking spin this like it's a positive, like it ain't so bad. Now, I had a ton of people want me to cover Colt Eastwood for some reason, and I'm convinced those people don't quite understand what we're doing here. Like, what? Just because Colt is an Xbox guy, I'm supposed to make fun of him because of negative Xbox news, right? Colt is calling this shit out for what it is. He didn't try to run damage control, he didn't try to spin things, just boom. Yeah, Microsoft fucked up. Which is why he's not being covered in this video, and instead Mr. C Money is, because he says some dumb shit.
People are gonna be willing to pay $450 for that crap power, like that powerless Switch, and then I'm gonna be at the same price for my top. No!
Shut the hell up. You should be trying to sell as many of these fucking bastards as possible before the next gen kicks off. Your brand isn't doing so fucking hot right now. You need to cast a wide fucking net. You're fucking Microsoft. You're a $1 trillion fucking company. Take the fucking loss. At this point, you just have to fucking sell them on how good Game Pass is doing lately. This isn't fucking rocket science. This isn't fucking hard.
Everything stems from Nintendo's bitch ass.
The amount of blame trying to be cast on Nintendo right now instead of fucking holding Microsoft accountable.
Look,
Yep.
business is business. I do it all the time.
The further we get into this clip, the more you sound like the Xbox version of Reforged Gaming. I'm just gonna be honest with you, that's not a good look.
Like if the big company in my industry decides that it's time for them to jump up in price, well then what am I gonna be stupid?
Apparently so, because you think Microsoft should be copying whatever the fuck Sony and Nintendo do. If Sony decides to invest in cryptocurrency, you think Microsoft should do that shit too? Then, along with Sony and Nintendo, should be doing everything they can to do right by the fucking customer rather than their fucking bank accounts. I can't believe I have to explain that to an Xbox fanboy, but here we are. You don't understand, Microsoft doesn't get that right. They don't get that fucking privilege anymore. That ship set sail long ago. You may not understand being an Xbox fanboy and having your blinders on for the past fucking decade, but the average consumer perspective of Xbox hasn't improved all that much since the Xbox One. Like, if you were ever hoping that Xbox would return to the glory days, it's gonna require like a fucking ton of goodwill.
No, if you don't want to spend that, you're gonna come down, spend less with me. I'm gonna charge you more than I would have, because what else are you gonna do?
I cannot stress this enough. Not go to Xbox. Also, why does this sound like you sold weed in high school and overcharged for it?
I'm gonna charge you more than I would have, because what else are you gonna do?
I mean, I did the same thing, and this sounds like something I would have said back then.
You're either gonna spend that or spend this. Which is the choice?
You want to go to jail or you want to go home? The fact that you're describing gaming like it's racketeering says volumes.
I'm not mad at Microsoft.
Dude, are you fucking serious?
I'm not mad at Microsoft.
Oh my god, I think I gained a chromosome hearing all that.
Dude, you sound like a battered housewife.
I'm not mad at Microsoft.
Like, do you need the number to a hotline for abuse victims?
I blame Nintendo.
Yeah, that's definitely something a victim would say.
I blame Nintendo.
Goddamn, that's actually fucking depressing.
I blame Nintendo.
This is some why did you make me hit you type shit.
Because they decided that their worthless hardware.
An Xbox fanboy talking about another console being useless hardware is hysterical.
And I'm saying this in this just in comparison.
Yeah, he knew he fucked up.
And they could point and say, look guys, look at what they're charging for that little tech. Of course we have to go up.
Of course we had to. We had to. We're only in third fucking place.
Of course we have to go up. If that's what they're coming at, look at what we have to do. This is just fucking Nintendo.
Ain't no fucking shot, dude. Ain't no fucking. Alright, so let's start wrapping this shit up, because I want to go get high. Honestly, this last month has been eye-opening. After the Switch 2 announcement and everyone started shitting on Nintendo, we had an army of Nintendo fanboys showing up to defend their favorite fucking corporation. Only for Sony to fucking announce they're raising the price of their console, so the PlayStation fanboys started running fucking damage control, and now immediately we got the same thing with Xbox and Xbox fanboys. Like, you guys have got to knock this Corpo Defense Force shit off. Only one being consistent here is fucking me, because I shat on all three of these companies, and all three of them can suck my fucking dick. Like, you're all being fucking abused. Can't you see it? Girl, leave him. I mean, other than that, I don't know what the fuck to do, and that's the most fucked up part. I don't know what the fucking solution is. Maybe dusting off your back catalog and finally playing through a bunch of those old games you've been holding off on. All three of these fucking companies have lost the plot. Console gaming was supposed to be the cheaper alternative to PC, and the fact that we got PlayStation, Nintendo, and now Xbox fanboys trying to pour shame, that should let you know how retarded this whole argument has become. Because the console with fucking Game Pass is now trying to pour shame you. The console known for its rental service is trying to pour shame you. And it's just a matter of time before Game Pass also goes up in price. Where do we draw the line with that? I love Game Pass. I am not paying $50 fucking a month. And if no one is buying your hardware and no one is subbing to your service, what good are you? But Josh, why would it be $50? Why wouldn't it?
Because what else are you gonna do?
Where's the line? When does it stop? Very soon they're gonna start fucking charging you to turn on your console. When you have to piecemeal your fucking console together, each part is individually priced and sold separately. Are you still going to corpo cuck then?
It says so.
I don't understand how how anyone can be loyal to any of these fucking brands at this point. Like, I'm pissed off at fucking everyone right now. Even FromSoft, who I love. A Switch 2 exclusive? Are you fucking serious? After the Bloodborne debacle, you're going to follow up your biggest game ever with a fucking exclusive. All three of these fucking companies need to be humbled. They all deserve to fucking crash and burn for their sins. Like, the fact that Xbox is considered a joke and they decided to pull this shit should tell you just how fucked the world has become. Long gone are the days where these companies had to work for your money and had to sell you on what they actually had to offer. They all know they have you by the balls and you aren't gonna do shit. They know people like Cked aren't going anywhere.
It says Sony.
And they will put up with whatever fucking comes their way.
I'm not mad at Microsoft.
It's like, I don't get it. Everyone left the Xbox One because they didn't like what they had to offer. And now it's to a point where I don't like anything that any of these companies have to offer. And they don't have to improve because people like XVault and C-Money will run fucking damage control for them. You think Sony is worried that Cked will leave?
It says Sony.
You think Microsoft is worried C-Money will leave?
I'm not mad at Microsoft.
Remember when these companies had to earn your money? They had to compete with the other guy. None of these companies are fucking competing anymore. They've all become complacent because they know at the end of the day, none of you are going to fucking jump ship. Because what are you gonna do?
Because what else are you gonna do?
If you owned a PlayStation, are you jumping to Xbox? If you own an Xbox, are you jumping to PlayStation?
Because what else are you gonna do?
These companies aren't afraid to lose customers because they won't lose customers. No one's going anywhere. At this point, they all have you by the balls, and all they have to do is snap their fucking fingers, and you hand over your wallet. What is so hard about calling out these companies? Calling out multi-billion and trillion-dollar companies is like the easiest goddamn thing in the world. I have no vested interest in their financial success. But alright, whatever, I spoke my piece. Get fucked.